Hey, Facebook land! How is everybody today? It's Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. It's almost hump day. You guys, I have a really kind of funny story for you. It's also not funny because it's kind of scary and kind of gross. And my heart is beating like very, very quickly right now because of it. I'm still not sure how I feel about it, but life will go on, I guess. So do you guys want to hear it? I'm actually going to go live. I'm going to show you guys, well, I'm live already, but I actually am going to share some food stuff with you guys too. But okay, here's my quick story as I'm sharing us into a couple of parties. So this morning I am getting ready to take Tilly outside to go for a walk. And I notice, now remember, I'm living in Georgia. We have never had this happen before, but I notice there is a cockroach on the rug where we like keep our shoes and our shoe rack and everything by our front door. So there's a cockroach, probably about yay big. Just, you know, it was just laying there. I didn't know if it was dead or sleeping or what. This has never happened to us before at our place. Pest control is here once a week. We spray all the time also. You guys, when you jump on, say hi. Let me know you're here. I can see somebody's watching, but it won't tell me. Anyway, so there was a cockroach on my floor, and I'm like, oh my gosh, what do I do? And it wasn't moving, so I thought, well, maybe it's dead. Like, maybe I'll just have to pick it up, like figure out how to pick it up and get it outside, or flush down the toilet or whatever. Well, anyway, I didn't know what to do, you guys, and I'm nervous. Like, I'm not used to cockroaches, right? So I grabbed the biggest knife out of my knife block, and I was gonna, like, try stab it, like, to see if it was dead. And the thing, like, jumped and, like, ran running away, and I was like, oh my gosh. Well, of course, it was right by our shoes. Popping you guys up with my phone holder. It was right by our shoes, so there's shoes all over the place. My husband's, like, bag is over there, and I'm like, oh my gosh, what are we gonna do? Like, I lost it. I didn't know where it went. Anyway, this is no joke, and of course, because this is how the timing would go, literally within the last 15 minutes, I didn't know where it was all day. I had lost it all day. I assumed it was over by our shoes somewhere. I was going to wait till my husband got home so I could work up like a little bit more courage to try find it. Anywho, so Tilly all of a sudden is like, you know, having fun playing with something over by like close to our front door, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, like she found it. She like dug it out somewhere and found it. So yep, she found the cockroach. She's like batting it around and playing with it, and it's trying to get away from her, and I'm just like, oh my gosh. I didn't know what to do, and of course I didn't want it to like go underneath anything else so we'd be able to find it. So I just put a bowl on the top of it, and it's just sitting like on my floor under the bowl because I'm like afraid to pick it up and I just don't know what to do with it. Anyway, that's my story. I'm like kind of panicking about this right now, and I feel like it's gonna escape and like get over to me and just be all creepy and crawly and nasty. But anyway, I'll be a big girl. I'll be fine. Whew. So I'm a little hot and bothered by that right now, but we are safe. Everything is great. Now, you guys, I have got all kinds of stuff going on here right now. Hi, Lori. You guys, when you jump on too, especially if you haven't done a live video before, I can see you guys when you jump on, so say hi, especially if you have questions or comments on anything, post them in like your little comment bar below the video. There's a little bit of a delay, but they'll pop up and I'll be able to see them as we are going. So, right now, I am shared into 3 different parties. We have Angela's party going on, Lindsay's party, and then also Marilyn's party. So we are talking everyday fiesta in one of them, and then we are doing fast and fresh meals in the other 2. And this was kind of like perfect and what popped into my head and what I wanted to share with you guys. This is like my most favorite fast and fresh salad that probably, you know, I don't even know, half of the year this salad is in my fridge because it holds so well even after it's prepped, which for a salad is pretty crazy, right? But then it's also, I think it's super delicious. So I have a lot of stuff out on my counter right now, as you guys can see. And for those of you who have never joined me before, I have a teeny weeny kitchen, okay? So
we like to do a lot of prep work ahead of time, and I generally try to do it on Sundays if I can. Sometimes it happens on Monday, but we were gone this weekend because we were down in Florida for the free trip I earned from Pampered Chef, which is awesome. But then that means we got home late Sunday night and I didn't get to prep. And I didn't prep yesterday too. I went to the grocery store and cooked yesterday, but I didn't prep because we are leaving again this weekend, so I didn't want to have a ton of stuff, you know, leftovers and stuff in the fridge again. So what I have here is a quarter of a red cabbage, and I'm using my simple slicer here, you guys, and then this is our largest stainless steel mixing bowl, which I don't know if there is actually something to stainless steel and like freshness, but I normally, anytime I'm prepping a salad ahead of time, and when I'm making this for myself, I always keep it in my stainless steel mixing bowls, and I find that it lasts and it like stays fresh a lot longer. So that's why I'm using this bowl, and there is a lid that goes with it. So what I did was basically cut, and I'll show you guys because I have a green or a white, whatever you prefer. Ooh, hi Angie. Hi Angela. So I cut my cabbage in half down the middle, right through the stem or the core on the bottom, and then I cut out the core, and then I literally just cut this guy in half, and that's how I got these two halves, okay? So I like to use my simple slicer, you guys, and if you watch me, I'm sorry, but you know what? I have, like, pretty much all of my videos are about my simple slicer because I seriously love this thing so much, you guys. So clearly I'm not, like, you know, paying as much attention as I normally would because I'm talking and trying to check my video, but look at how nice these strands of my cabbage are. They're broken down really nicely. If you wanted them even more fine, you guys, you could put them on, there's 3 different thickness settings on this. So if you wanted to, you could put it down on thickness number 1, which is the thinnest. I have it on number 2 because I enjoy cabbage, and I am going to dress my cabbage, so I'm not so worried about it being like super tough and super thick. So I was not using the blade guard there. Because I don't have much of my cabbage left, I'm going to pop that on, and all you have to do is just push down and, you know, apply a little bit of pressure and slide. So this is basically like Pampered Chef's mandolin. We actually did have a real mandolin before. It's in our outlet right now, and that one is nice if you want different types of cuts for what you are slicing. There is 4 different interchangeable blades for it. This one is just a straight one. Again, this is our simple slicer, and I'm okay with that. So this works for me. So I'm not going to show you guys everything here, but I wanted to show you a few things. So there's my cabbage. I'll be done with my cabbage for now. Once I get done with you guys, I'm going to keep prepping and get my salad. You guys, I don't dress this until I eat it, so it does stay dry in the fridge, but this will last in the fridge for like up to 2 weeks, you guys. Is that Marilyn? Hi Marilyn, how are you? That will last in the fridge 2 weeks for you guys, okay, which is awesome. So the next thing I want to show you guys to go with our salad, since we are on Fast and Fresh, is the measure, mix, and pour, okay? I am going to make myself salad dressing to go with my slaw once I get everything prepped. I am putting celery, cucumber, some carrot, and then the rest of my red cabbage, and then my green cabbage, and actually jalapeno and cilantro into my slaw mix. So I'm going to do all that once I get done with you guys. I'm literally going to slice everything on my simple slicer and go to town with that, and it's going to be done. So here's the measure, mix, and pour. There's a whisk attached right to it, you guys, so it's like an all-in-one. And there's measurements on here for you, and there's even recipes listed right on here, you guys. So I love an Asian vinaigrette. There is actually an Asian vinaigrette dressing on here too. I am not going to make the one that's on here because I honestly found another one that I prefer better. And this one actually calls for... What was in here? This one, oh, excuse me. This one calls for vegetable broth, and I don't really care for vegetable broth in my vinaigrette, so I'm not going to use that for that, okay? I'm going to make my other one. So anyway, this is really nice for salads. You mix and dump everything right into here, and then you have your whisk in here. You can pump it, stir it, mix it all, and then there's a pour spout and a little opening in the lid. If you want to store it in your fridge, you just turn the lid to the side and it seals it for you, which is really nice. So that's another really super duper easy way to have literally fresh salad dressing all the time. And salad dressing, you guys, we honestly don't buy it from the store anymore. Well, you know, for a couple of reasons, I guess. It's expensive. We're trying to be a little bit more healthy. And I thought, you know, this is something I see. I'm a Food Network addict. You know, this is something I see people on Food Network doing all the time. This has got to be easy to do, right? So we just started making it at home. And honestly, it is so fresh and delicious. I don't miss, you know, pre-made salad dressings from the grocery store anymore. So this is one more thing I want to share with you guys for literally like fast and fresh. You can do any, you know, doesn't matter if you're doing a everyday fiesta, Mexican theme party, whatever. This thing is amazing. This is our adjustable course grater. The reason why I pulled this baby out too, clearly I am doing like prep work for my salad right now, right? But I'll go this way so you guys can see. I'm also going to be prepping some stuff. Hi, Marilyn. For my husband for the rest of the week for breakfast. So he's a big breakfast burrito person. I actually pulled out one of our brand new non-stick stainless steel pans. I'm going to show that to you guys quickly as well. I'm going to ground some sausage in there for him. And then this is what this cheese is for as well. So our adjustable coarse grater, the reason why it's adjustable, sorry guys, I'm all over the place. Still thinking about this cockroach. You can adjust the handle, and if you want to lay it out, you know, flat over a bowl, like I was just doing with my cabbage, you can do that. Like I'm doing right now, I like to stand it up on my cutting board just like this. If you have a bowl that's big enough, you could stand this up, you know, inside of your bowl, and you just grate cheese. Now, this thing is really wonderful. If you are a cheese lover, you definitely need this in your life. But this is also great for slaws too. You guys, I could literally shred my cabbage on this. I could shred my carrots on this, which I have done before. You know, anything you want really small shreds of. So we always do like a big block of cheese too, because we find that that is also cheaper. And if you guys have noticed, if you buy pre-shredded cheese, I know that it's super convenient. You know, don't get me wrong, we have totally done that before too, but there, I don't remember what it's called, but there is like a substance that they put on the outside of the cheese once they shred it, so that it all stays basically like doesn't stick to each other, right? So that is like an extra like yucky, it's like almost like a white powdery substance. And that's something that we don't want in our food that we're eating either. So we buy a block of cheese like this. We literally grate all of it. Like when we're doing our prep work for the week, we'll grate all of it at one time. Store it in a baggie. If you want to break it up, store some of it in the freezer, however you want to do that. Then you have fresh, super delicious cheese that was much cheaper to buy also. So those are the items I wanted to share with you guys for Fast and Fresh, which I love. Hi, Angela. Just saw your comment. Sorry. Hi, Marilyn. What are you guys doing? I'm so sorry. I know it's like, what? It's not even 5 o'clock for you guys yet, so it's not a convenient time. But I'm so happy I was able to come on live with you guys. So those of you that are watching later too, if you have questions on anything, please leave comments. I will get notifications for it and I can get back to you guys. Even if you want these recipes, what I'm doing for my Asian dressing, I will post a link for you guys so you'll be able to check it out. And of course, I will post pictures of my salad once I get it all ready too. So this is the last thing I'm going to share with you guys. And the reason why I'm talking about this, first of all, it's super amazing, but these are on special in May for hostesses. Yes, Angela. So your kitchen is full of Pampered Chef cookware already, right? But that's our older cookware. Nothing wrong with it at all. My closet is also full of it and we still use it. But you guys, this pan is like, oh my gosh, just look at the beauty that is this pan. My husband is laughing at me right now. He just walked in the door. So a couple things I want to point out to you guys. First of all, this is a stainless steel non-stick pan, okay? So stainless steel, you see that, right? It'll work on your induction oven or stovetop still, which is really wonderful. But the inside has this wonderful non-stick coating on it, which really helps you guys, especially for those of you, which I asked in the parties, those of you that don't like to cook on stainless steel pans, because I'm assuming everything sticks for you, right? And then it's a pain in the butt to clean. So yeah, which is totally my husband. So these pans are nice because the mesh on the bottom is a little bit lower than the actual stainless steel, and you guys can see it's almost like a honeycomb pattern. So the honeycomb pattern, which is the stainless steel, rests just a little bit higher than the non-stick. So you're still getting that really great heat and sear on whatever you have in your pan, but then the non-stick on the bottom prevents everything from sticking, right? So you can still do everything that stainless steel is amazing for. This will go in your oven still. And you can also make really great pan sauces in here as well because of that. And then you get your wonderful sear. The other thing too, I don't know if you guys noticed, but all of Pampered Chef's new pans, whether it is frying pans, saute pans, or stock pots, they don't have rivets on the inside. So that is a lot nicer because you don't have food and gunk building up on them. For some people, this is the best part. We still hand wash all of our pans, but these are dishwasher safe as well, which is really great. So this one is by far my favorite. That's why I wanted to share it. This is our 10-inch stainless steel nonstick. We also have a 12-inch, and they both come with lids. You guys, again, I wanted to bring this up because all of our cookware, which includes this stainless steel nonstick and our just regular nonstick, which is also new, all of this stuff is on special for May hostesses, which is great. So this pan, this 10-inch, you guys, a hostess can earn for $58 in May, which is amazing. Hey Scarlett, yes, I will post that recipe for you, so you guys make sure you check the comments afterwards, okay? I'll post the recipe that's actually on the Measure, Mix, and Pour as well. If you get this, it does have recipes for a homemade ranch dressing, Italian vinaigrette, Caesar dressing, which is what I had in here right before. It was delicious. And then a different Asian vinaigrette, okay? So you get 4 recipes with it. The pan, you guys, if you have any questions on the cookware, I'm going to start heating this, and then I am going to get my husband's breakfast sausage in there. Of course, I'm going to use my mix and chop to chop it up. But you guys, that thing is like, that is a really beautiful thing. And they are my most favorite, like, of all time. So if you really want to feel like a pro, Scarlett, I've had the Measure, Mix, and Pour for years, but I've never used it. Oh goodness, what have you been using it for? Or you've just never used it? I know a lot of people, honestly, will mix like protein shakes or like powdery drink type things in there because you have the whisk in there already, right? So it's super convenient. I mean, you could even mix like a cocktail or something in here if you wanted to. Anyway, that's what I have for you guys. I'm not going to complete anything on here. I don't want to keep you guys on any longer. I'm not sure what that noise was. No. But anyway, you guys, I will post a recipe below. I will show you the picture of my my dry slaw mix once I get it all together. Anything you guys can do, again, ahead of time, do a little bit of prep work. It does make your lives a lot easier during the week or the weekend, whenever you need it for. And yeah, that's what I have for you guys. So questions, comments, anything else, post it below. I will check in with you all later. And I'll share what I finish here when I get done. So you guys enjoy the rest of your night. Thanks for jumping on.